Growing up, my dad was my favorite player. I just liked going to the field and watching him. A lot of enjoyable times at the stadium. Jack Murphy is what I call it. Me and my brother used to run around that place. We've been to every nook and cranny in that whole stadium. So it was a real enjoyable time getting to watch him play. I think a lot of people, he's been retired for a while. And I think now that I look back on it and I look on some of his stats and the records he has, just speaking from a son's point of view and a baseball point of view, I don't know if he gets a lot of the recognition that I think he deserves at this point in time. Especially if you look back at the Padres' history and how many records he has or is in the top 5. But it's been a while and it's a small market team, so I kind of understand that part of it. First day of school, Tierra Bonita Elementary. Before school, I'm playing basketball, and this kid walks up to me. He's got a burgundy sweatshirt on with a hood. I remember it because Pat wore this thing almost every single day, and he walked up to me and he just asked me to start playing hoops, and we started playing hoops that morning, my first day of school in Poway, and we've been friends ever since. I think one of the things that you guys don't know about Pat is how good of a baseball player he actually was. From the time we were in minor B's to 10 years old, it was, me and Pat Edwards. It's like we were two of the top guys in our age group, and he's always been the #1 pitcher from the time we were 10. If you wanted a pitcher, you put Pat on your team. High school, he was the #1 pitcher. College, junior college, he was our #1 pitcher, and when he went to Sac State, I'm pretty sure he was either their #1 or #2, and I think, a lot of people don't know about how hard he actually worked to get to, where he got as a baseball player, being able to play at a Division I school and, being the best at our age group in our area, from the time we were 10, 11 years old. And I think another thing that gets lost is how much effort and time he puts into the lookouts in his lesson. I get phone calls from him at 8 o'clock in the morning, asking about lookouts questions, asking about players, asking about how practice went, what you think about this, or how should we handle this. He puts a lot of work and a lot of effort, into making the lookouts the best possible product that he can. Not only ushering myself into baseball, my dad also ushered me into becoming a professional coach. And one of the things I thank him for is when I first started coaching, I still had the itch to play, and he didn't let me play. There's opportunities where guys got hurt and they needed a guy, and he did not let me play. If you're going to be a coach, you got to be a coach. And I think that helped a lot as gaining respect from the players, because a lot of them were my peers at the time, the same age. And he just taught me, basic things about being a coach and being a manager and how to handle situations and just trusting in yourself and believing in the decisions that you make. As long as you believe in the decisions that you make, your players will follow along. And, he learned a lot from Dick Williams. That was one of his favorite managers, Hall of Fame manager for the Padres. And he just passed along those same things to me. As a coach, I've had the opportunity to coach at many different places. I coached in Long Beach. I coached in Chico in 2010, where we won a championship. And I spent some time in Hawaii the last couple years. So baseball has afforded me to travel, at this point all around the world. I've been to Puerto Rico to coach professionally. And the last 2 years I've been a manager in Hawaii. And, I'm just fortunate and thankful that, coaching has allowed me these opportunities to work at a higher level and to continue my dream, to try and make it to the major leagues or to affiliate baseball one day and be a coach or a manager. Coaching with the Lookouts, I think going on 4 or 5 years now, and I've enjoyed every last minute of it. Being able to coach with, my best friend Pat, guys like Fred Zarzilla, Zach, Coach's Ice, some of the younger guys. I know Coach Frank, some of you older guys might remember. But, it's become more like a family. We pick each other up as far as if practices, if somebody needs to miss or somebody has something to do, we're always there for one another. And I think one of the main differences about the Lookouts, from an organizational standpoint, you're not going to find too many organizations that are more organized and more put together than the way Pat and the Prows do it. very organized, and I think they present a real good product. And and it's for the kids. Our goal is to get these kids to a point where they can be successful, as baseball players and as people. Be good representatives of the Lookouts and their families in the community. And hopefully have them move on to play high school baseball, college baseball, and maybe even professional baseball. Not everybody's going to make it that far, but we're giving kids and parents an opportunity to experience baseball, at a little higher level than has been previously, available for some kids in the past. I mean, I would relish at the opportunity to play all this baseball when I was their age. We had to play in front of the garage to get all this stuff done. But we're just trying to help these kids out. Give them the knowledge. Give them the reps, so when they get to these higher levels, the high school, that they have an idea of what's expected of them as far as hard work and discipline and determination, and just those things, and to help them follow their dreams. So who is the better Justin? Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake, or Justin Upton? I'm gonna have to go with, as a baseball player, Justin Upton. He gets to play with his brother now, so this is a baseball interview. You can't beat that. I like Justin Timberlake, only recently though. I used to take my sister's NSYNC posters and turn them upside down in her room when I was totally against boy bands, but I'm all for Justin Timberlake right now. He makes some good music and I like to dance. I got a couple moves. That's just a little spin move right there, but I got a couple moves, so I like the Justin Timberlake and Justin Upton. Justin Bieber is for you younger guys.